some garlic, some rosemary, the steak. So there we go. We have a steak. It's delicious. It's cooked so that way it browns on the outside, but it's still like medium rare on the inside. So you get that color on the inside because of that beet, which is absolutely fantastic. Overall, this is really good. It's juicy, it's tender, it cuts like a well-cooked steak. This is really good. There's so much flavor and so much juiciness in this. Welcome back to What I Tasted. I'm Jeremiah, and today I am going to be making another protein that will make 5 recipes. Today I'm going to make a steak. This is going to be a plant-based steak. It's going to taste great. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to start with 1 yellow onion. And into a blender. Next up is some raw beet. Do a quick chop on the beets. Into the blender. Okay, we're gonna add some red wine. Some Worcestershire. Some liquid smoke. Some yellow mustard. Some soy sauce. And some oil. So at this point I have the liquid component of the steak. I'm just gonna blend that up and then mix together the dry ingredients. To begin the dry ingredients, I'm gonna go ahead and add in some garlic powder, some paprika, some Vital Wheat Gluten. Okay, I'm going to whisk together the dry ingredients here. And now I'm going to add the wet ingredients. I'm just going to mix this together. The Vital Wheat Gluten is going to make this into a bit of a dough type consistency as we mix this all together. Okay, so a couple tricks here. I go along and I kind of scrape the sides of the bowl with my fingers to get everything off the bowl. Don't want to waste anything, but also too, when I make this, I'll squeeze it together to work all of the Vital Wheat Gluten in there. So that way I get one batch of dough here, and then knead this together just a little bit, so that way you can activate the gluten. And it's going to be the ball of dough is going to be tight. It's going to be firm. Right? And you can see the fibers stretching. That's how you know you're activating the gluten. All right, so I'm going to let that sit for about 10 minutes. I'm going to clean up my workstation. I'm going to get out a pressure cooker, and I'll see you back here in a few minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes or so. I got my workstation cleaned up. Now I'm going to portion out my steak mixture into 6 different steaks, shape them. I'm going to wrap them in some foil, and I'm going to get them in the pressure cooker. I'm going to drop down some oil, drop the steak down, and do that for all the steaks. All right, so now I got this in the pressure cooker. All right, so you can see I have it on the pressure cooker, 40 minutes, 12 PSI. Now, if you don't have a pressure cooker, don't be concerned. You can always just steam it right on the stove top, put some water in, get that wrapped up and get all of that steam going, steam it for that 40 minutes. The pressure cooker, I find it just kind of locks in and makes it a little bit juicier of a meat. Okay, so the steak is continuing to pressure cook. I'm gonna prepare the marinade that we're gonna boil the steaks in. after they finish from the pressure cooking. Okay, so I'm gonna add some vegetable stock. A little bit of liquid smoke. Some soy sauce. Some paprika. Some maple syrup. Some red wine. I'm gonna throw in some thyme, some rosemary, and just a bunch of quartered mushrooms. Now I'm gonna add that to the stove top. I'm gonna let it start cooking up, and as soon as it reaches a boil, I'm gonna drop it to a simmer. So when the steak is done, I can add it in it, but then all the aromatics will be in together, and we'll just let it marinate and boil in there for about 20 minutes. All right, let's take a look. Alright, so now I'm just going to line the steaks up and I'm going to cool them for a few hours. Alright, so the steak has cooled down, so now it is time to cook it off.